Why do we play games? Like, why do we jump in Mario? Why don't I just ignore all the enemies in Elden Ring and walk straight to the boss? Why do I even do any side quests? Even then, why do we even fight the boss? Why don't I just stay in the corner in Street Fighter and shoot fireballs and not approach? Games are designed with the intention of getting to the end, but how do they even engage a player? How do they make an experience that actually motivates them to get there? How do designers prevent what Tyne and Sylvester in 2013 described as a shelf moment, where games fail to engage a player and motivate them to keep on playing? I believe every motivator can be fit into 3 categories of motivators within games. Anger, which is motivation by emotion; attraction, which is motivation by style and design; and acquisition, which is motivation by reward or just a thought of reward. In Mario 64, you have to catch this rabbit that taunts and runs around, but I believe if it didn't do that, no one would even touch it because they wouldn't be provoked. I believe that provocation is somewhere deep in our DNA, as the Romans used to throw stones with insults on them at each other, such as "take that, you're bald," and even "you play League of Legends" on the stones. Same thing as when I used to play Smash with my brother when I was younger. The more he taunted me, the more of this emotion I was feeling that made me motivated and wanting to beat him. Sylvester T claims that understanding decisions is critical in game design, because decisions are the only emotional trigger that is unique to games. Many media can provoke emotion through spectacle, character, or music. Only games can do it through decision. Gift of choice within games leads to so many more emotional moments, which gets players hooked and wanted to play the game even more. In esports, you see these emotional storylines which motivate the players, whether it be anger or sadness. People at home are even motivated and they're not even playing. Socially, the teabag is one of the greatest motivators through emotion within games. In 2016, Abysser Catherine claimed that when designers offer players interesting choices to keep players in flow, they are able to also start evoking other classes of feelings, the emotions we experience in relationship with others. And when you finally catch that rabbit, or you're winning the biggest tournament of your life, just think these are decisions that cause emotion, that keep us hooked and motivated. Interacting with the game shifted the emotional patterns observed within the players' brains, demonstrating how we human beings experience particular rewards and emotions from the act of playing. Attraction in anything makes us motivated, whether that be our first love or Hideo Kojima. Would you rather play a game that looks like this or a game that looks like this? Style and essence matter so much when motivating a player. Visually, box art is one of the most important motivators in games, as it gets people to actually buy it, and it's a lot of players' first impressions. But not all aesthetics are in game. The cabinet for Space Invaders had a design that was attractive and eye-catching that helped tell the story of evil alien invaders. You can't gauge cover art and how good it is depending on how many questions it asks you. Take Elden Ring for example. What is the big room? Where are they? Who is he killed? Why is he sad? So many of these questions motivate players through attractiveness. Box art tells a story, and it's very easy to see which stories are good and which stories are bad. Metal Gear Solid 3, you have to climb this ladder for 2 minutes, and it's pretty unmotivating until you start hearing the main theme of the game coming in.
The one who survives will inherit the title of boss.
This part of the game is one of the biggest motivators, as it happens right before the final area of the game, and it shows me how important attractiveness is when motivating a player. Like a theme, the music can channel the design of your game. Zelda Breath of the Wild, a lot of the moments that kept me going weren't necessarily finding a new boss or finding a new item, but the actual exploration itself is what kept me motivated throughout the game. Rewards are essential for every single game, but in some games like Breath of the Wild and Elden Ring, the reward itself is the activity. Sure, souls and a cool weapon at the end is a good motivator for most players, but what kept me really going and motivated in Elden Ring was just the achievement of actually beating the boss. Intrinsic rewards are inseparable from the activity. If defeating an orc feels good by itself, players will be intrinsically motivated to defeat orcs even without any rewards attached. Guilty Gear Strive has a more classical approach to the reward system, and it has one of the best reward systems I've seen in a long time. The more you attack in this game and the more you approach, the more your meter builds up, which motivates players to play more aggressively within the game. The game also punishes you for not approaching enough by giving you a negative penalty. So which game can be truly called a AAA game? Oh, they took my family's faces. Oh, this game looks so good. And collect the faces? I guess this is the only true AAA game.